Before the world begins asking things from you, there is something I want you to consider. How much of your energy is spent trying to control things that have not happened yet? Future conversations, future problems, future outcomes, future uncertainties. So much of our peace disappears because we keep living ahead of ourselves. We imagine every possible scenario. We rehearse conversations that may never happen. We carry worries that may never become real. And without realizing it, we place the weight of an entire week onto a single morning. But today does not ask you to carry next week. Today does not ask you to solve every problem. Today only asks you to take the next step. The next conversation. The next decision. The next action. Sometimes we forget that progress is usually much smaller than we imagine. It is rarely one giant moment that changes everything. More often, it is a collection of ordinary choices, a task completed, a promise kept to yourself, a difficult step taken despite uncertainty. These small moments may not feel significant while they are happening, but over time, they become the foundation of a different life. And that is why you do not need to see the entire path today. You only need enough clarity to see what comes next. There is a strange kind of freedom that appears when you stop demanding certainty from the future. Because certainty was never something any of us truly had. Life has always involved unknowns, unexpected turns, changing plans, moments we could never predict. And yet somehow you have made it through every chapter that brought you here. Think about that for a moment. There were days in your past when you did not know how things would work out. Days when you felt uncertain, overwhelmed, unsure of what would happen next. And still, you found a way forward. Not because you had all the answers, not because you controlled every outcome, but because you adapted. You learned, you adjusted, you continued. Maybe that is something worth remembering this morning. You do not need to trust the future completely, but you can trust your ability to meet it when it arrives. There is a difference. One depends on predicting what will happen. The other depends on believing in yourself. And self-trust is built through experience. Through every challenge you have already survived, every lesson you have already learned, every obstacle you have already moved through. So today, allow yourself to loosen your grip on things that are outside your control. Not because they do not matter, but because carrying them constantly does not help. Bring your attention back to what is in front of you. The work you can do today. The choice you can make today. The effort you can give today. Let that be enough. Not forever, just for today. Because when you focus on what is right in front of you, the weight becomes lighter. You do not need every answer right now. You do not need perfect certainty. You do not need complete control. You only need enough trust in yourself to keep moving forward. And step by step, choice by choice, day by day, you will continue creating a future that cannot be built through worry alone. It can only be built through action, through presence, through patience, through persistence. And you already have everything you need to begin. Before you leave this moment behind, there is something else I want you to remember. The way you speak to yourself throughout the day matters more than you may realize. Because your mind is always listening. It hears the quiet thoughts you repeat, the assumptions you make, the stories you tell yourself about who you are and what you are capable of. And over time, those stories begin shaping the way you move through the world. If you constantly tell yourself that you are behind, every step will feel rushed. If you constantly tell yourself that you are not enough, every achievement will feel incomplete. If you constantly focus on what is missing, it becomes difficult to appreciate what is already present. So today, pay attention to your inner voice. Not with judgment, not with frustration, simply with awareness. And when you notice yourself becoming overly critical, pause for a moment. Ask yourself whether you would speak that way to someone you care about. Because sometimes the compassion we freely give to others is the same compassion we forget to offer ourselves. You do not become stronger by constantly tearing yourself down. Strength grows when honesty and kindness learn to exist together. You can acknowledge where you want to improve, while still appreciating how far you have already come. Both things can be true at the same time. You can be a work in progress and still be worthy of respect. You can have goals while also appreciating the person you are today. You can want more from life without constantly feeling dissatisfied with yourself. Sometimes growth is not about becoming someone completely different. Sometimes it is about recognizing the strength that has been there all along. Think about the challenges you have already faced, the setbacks that forced you to adapt, the disappointments that taught you resilience, the uncertain seasons that taught you patience. None of those experiences were easy, but each one left you with something valuable. Wisdom, perspective, strength. Qualities that cannot always be seen from the outside, but qualities that matter deeply nonetheless. And perhaps that is another reason to trust yourself today. Because you are not starting from nothing. You are moving forward with years of lessons, experiences, and growth already behind you. Every challenge you have overcome has prepared you for challenges you have not yet met. Every difficult chapter has added something to your character. Even the moments that felt like failures carried lessons that help shape who you are now. So do not dismiss your journey simply because it has not been perfect. Perfection was never the goal. Growth was always the goal. Learning was always the goal. Becoming a little wiser, a little stronger, and a little more yourself was always the goal. And if you continue showing up for your life one day at a time, that growth will continue. Not all at once, not overnight, not in some dramatic moment that changes everything, but gradually, quietly, consistently. Just as a forest grows one season at a time, just as the morning light slowly reaches every corner of the landscape. Some of the most meaningful transformations happen so slowly that we barely notice them while they are happening. Until one day we look back and realize how far we have come. So give yourself permission to trust the process today. Give yourself permission to stop measuring every moment. Give yourself permission to simply move forward. one choice at a time, one task at a time, one day at a time, because that is how meaningful lives are built. Not through constant pressure, not through constant comparison, not through constant worry, but through steady effort guided by self-trust. And that self-trust grows every time you keep a promise to yourself, every time you continue when it would be easier to quit, every time you choose progress over perfection, every time you believe that another step forward is possible. Carry that belief with you today. Let it shape the way you think. Let it shape the way you speak to yourself. Let it shape the way you approach the opportunities ahead of you. Because the person you are becoming is built by the thoughts you nurture, the actions you repeat, and the trust you choose to place in yourself each day. And that journey is already underway. Now you are fully set with yourself. Start your day following your own pace.